Hi everyone. So this is Smiles Akendung from Success with a Smile, and this video today is talking about Rich Dad Poor Dad. The book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read that book actually a while ago, like at the beginning of the year, and the book just opened my eyes so much. There's just, I think that is one of the best business books ever written. I know they have a lot of books in their series and stuff, but I'm talking about the main one. It's by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And it's one of the best selling books to date. And I see why. It was such a big eye opener for me. It talks about the fact a lot of people that are in business or trying to get in business or have some type of interest in entrepreneurship, they have heard of the rat race. You know what the rat race is? It's like a hamster on a wheel type thing. You're trying to get somewhere and you're just going round and round and round and round in circles. And most people are. Maybe a very high statistic, I don't want to mess up on the number, but maybe like 90% of people, you're just struggling to get by. You're trying to pay your bills every month, get food, take care of your kids, pay off your student loans. It's like you cannot win for losing. If you pick up overtime, then you're taxed at a higher rate. So the book basically talks about the different tax brackets. If you're an employee or a small business owner, you're taxed the heaviest. If you're an investor, or you own a big business, a corporation or whatever, you pay the lowest tax rates. That's just basically how the government is structured. And the purpose of that is not to hurt anybody. I know how some people say rich people don't pay taxes and stuff. They're trying to encourage creation of businesses, because to start a business, there's a risk. There's a chance that you might lose it all. So the tax laws are written in a way to encourage more people to start businesses, because that's what creates employment and that's what keeps the economy going. So that's one of the main reasons why the richest, the wealthiest of Americans, I'm talking about America because I live in Texas, which is in America. The wealthiest of Americans generally they pay the least amount of taxes, because they have the laws are written to favor um, business creation and subsequently creation of jobs. So the book talks about the fact that even if you're working for somebody, it says mind your own business. Mind your own business. Minding your own business does not mean what we say when we say mind your own business, like don't ask me about my life or my whatever. Minding your own business in this book saying that even if you're working for somebody, you should be starting something or thinking about starting something, and you should invest. He made a lot of his money in real estate, you know, way back in the 90s and stuff. And he's constantly investing in new things. He's a very wealthy guy and a very popular guy. Him and the wife, he said, because of all their real estate investments, they were able to retire in their 40s, early 40s, 30s, something like that. Bottom line, the book is telling you so many things that I learned from this book. A lot of people, when they are working every day, they go to work, they make money, they make a certain amount of money. Maybe they go back to school, they get more student loans, they get a better paying job. If they're lucky, sometimes they don't even get a better paying job. They get a better paying job, and what do? They increase their expenses, right? They get a bigger house, bigger car, bigger bills, bigger everything. So at the same, like, you're never gonna be free. That's the rat race. You are never going to be free. You're always going to have to work. You can never. Money is freedom. Money is supposed to be freedom, right? Freedom meaning that I might decide one weekend that I want to go to France. First of all, I don't have to call off work or use my vacation time and all that. And second of all, I can afford to actually buy the plane ticket to go to France and pay for the hotel and all that. So basically, the book is like, a lot of people, when they buy their house, for example, they think that most Americans, their house, those that are actually homeowners. A lot of people are not even homeowners, right? So if you, those that are homeowners, they think that their house is their biggest investment. But what he talks about in the book is that your house is not an investment. Your house is not an asset, it's a liability. Why is it not an asset? Because it's not paying you money. You're spending money on the house. You know, you're buying this house, paying a mortgage for 30 years. Usually it's 30 years, thinking that someday it's going to go up in value and then you make money off of it. That may or may not happen. But in that 30-year span or however many years you keep that house, it's not an asset because it's not paying you money. You're spending money that you're making from either your job, your business, or wherever you get money from to pay for that house. An asset is something that pays you money. So examples of assets would be like investing in the stock market that has dividends and your money goes up and you're making money from that, so it's an asset. Another example would be like buying real estate. If you buy a house and you put it on rent and the tenant is paying you every month and you're making a profit off of that, that is an asset. So all these concepts were very eye-opening to me. I actually made my husband read this book when I read it because I told him, I said, I don't want us to be talking different languages. When I tell you that the house is not an asset, I don't want you to, you know, it was just so eye-opening. And he talked about the fact that most people are, you know, they are doing these things. Most people are in these traps. You know, it's a very good book. I recommend you read it. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on YouTube. You can find a bunch of summaries on YouTube or whatever. But it's a really great book, and I think everybody, if you don't, even if you're not interested in business at all, you just want to have a small idea about how money works and why so many people are stuck, can't even afford to retire, and all this other stuff. I recommend that you read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Once again, thank you for watching and bye.